Hey everyone, it's Laura here from makingcardswithsun.com, and today I am part of the Falling For You blog hop from Simon Says Stamp, featuring the new products from the newest collection called Falling For You. Be sure to visit my blog at the end of this video because there will be a giveaway. So today I am going to use the new Baby Party Animals stamp set by Simon Says Stamp. Just really love this stamp set because of all of the adorable images and the greetings. I'm going to start out by stamping 3 of these little critters onto some Eclipse masking paper, and I'm going to stamp those using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So just like that, and then I'm going to cut out the bunny. I didn't end up using the pig and the cat mask, but I'm going to save that piece to use on a future project. So here I am just using my EK Success Cutter Bee scissors to cut out that little bunny. Next I am going to stamp the bunny onto some white cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. This is their ultra heavyweight cardstock. It is perfect for Copic coloring. And I'm going to stamp the bunny and also the balloon stamp. So just like that. Here I'm going to use the coordinating mask that I created earlier on. I'm going to adhere it on top of the bunny, so it will cover up that little bunny, and then I am able to do some stamping. So I'm going to stamp the pig and the cat stamp, and I'm just going to stamp it right on that bunny, and it will look like the pig and the cat are standing behind the bunny since we used that mask on this piece of paper. So I'm just going to peel off that mask, and as you can see you will end up with this really adorable scene, and I'm also going to be saving that bunny piece for a future project. Going to be doing some Copic coloring. First I am using an R11 Copic marker to color the inside of the ears of all of the animals. And then I am going to color the bunny first, so I'm going to add a little bit of NO onto this image. I'm going to use it on the belly, and then I'm also going to color the whole bunny using that light gray marker. Next I am going to add my first layer of shadow using an N1 Copic marker, just going around the edges. And then I'm going to add my second layer of shading using an N2 Copic marker, and then you will definitely see the difference between the first color that I used and then the darkest colors. So I'm going to blend that dark color together using the N1 Copic marker, just going to flick that brush a little bit, and then I'm going to blend it all together using the same NO Copic marker as I used in the beginning. Next I am going to color the cute pig. I am using a super light pink Copic marker. This one is RV0000, and I'm just going to color the entire pig with that Copic marker. And then I'm going to use an RV11 Copic marker to add some shading, just going around the edges of the image. And then I'm going to blend that shading color together with the lightest color. So I'm just going in with the RV0000 again, and I'm just going to blend it all together. Then I am going to use an RV13 Copic marker to color the nose of the pig. So this is just the darkest color that I'm using on this image. And then it's time to color the cat. I am using an E42 Copic marker first to add a first layer of color. So I'm just going to color the entire image using that marker. And then I'm going in with an E55 Copic marker to add some stripes. I'm going to darken those stripes a little bit up using an E57 Copic marker. And then I'm going to blend those stripes together with the first color that I used. So I'm going back in with the E42, and then you will get a more soft look, and then it won't look like I just drew those stripes on the cat. I'm also going to color the balloon. I am using a BG10 Copic marker first. This is a Copic Chow marker. because I just purchased this one years ago and I didn't, the shop that I went to didn't have the Copic sketch markers yet. And then I'm going to add some shading using a BG11 Copic marker. So that's just the first layer of shadow. And then I'm going to add another color to add some more shading using a BG13 Copic marker. Just think this color is absolutely gorgeous. Going to blend that darkest color together with the BG11 marker again, so I'm just flicking my brush, and then I'm going to blend the entire balloon together using a BG10 marker, but I didn't capture that on camera, sorry about that. For my sentiment, I'm going to be using the More Sketchy Banner Greeting stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. I'm going to stamp that greeting underneath the animals using Memento Tuxedo black ink again. This is just my favorite black ink, and you can also use it for Copic coloring, so it's just a pretty perfect ink, to be honest. I die cut these, this panel, using circle dies from Lawn Fawn, and I also stamped some confetti on there using the same stamp set that I used earlier. So it is the Baby Party Animals stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. I forgot to record that part, I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to be doing some foiling, so over here I have the mint foil from Heidi Swapp, and I also cut a piece of pattern paper from the Mink collection from Heidi Swapp. This is from the Fifth Avenue paper pad, and I cut it to 4 1/4 of an inch by 4 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to cover up that piece of paper using the mint foil, and then I'm also going to be using a printer paper to protect my laminating machine. So I just let my laminating machine heat up for a couple of minutes, maybe like 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to run it through the laminator machine. So I peel off that foil, and then I'm going to adhere that piece onto my card using my ATG by Scotch. This is my favorite adhesive because it's just so strong. Going to adhere the circle piece onto my card using some foam adhesive. And then of course I just couldn't resist adhering a couple of sparkling clear sequins from Pretty Pink Posh. These are the 4mm size, and I'm adhering them using Glossy Accents and my EK Success tweezers. And that finishes up the card for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to visit my blog for a giveaway. Bye!